Okay, so it is Monday morning. I went in on gold and I got out of it basically straight away. Price came in here. I saw this big move up. I got into the move and then price came rapidly back down again. So I didn't take a full 1% loss. I took like 0.94, which is essentially just 1% loss. But that's basically me done for the day. It's 10:30. Haven't been much on. EU has been absolutely trash. It's been just doing this ugly crap. And if I go to the higher time frame, it may be going bearish for the day, but this is ugly. So I'm staying out of EU. I went in on gold. Gold looks slightly cleaner for me today. Um, but again, gold still wasn't the best. All right. But when it met the rules, I just took a swing and it was worth the punt. It just didn't work out. So yeah, I'm done now. I'll come back Tuesday and see what happens. Hopefully we get some cleaner price action. But then again, tomorrow is CPI for USD. We've had no news today. But tomorrow we do have a lot of news. CPI for USD, so that's gonna be quite violent. We've got GDP for the for the pound, sorry. 30-year bond auction, and then PPI for USD on Thursday. And yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be very volatile for the dollar, which probably means volatile for the gold as well. So yeah, it's one of them things. I just need to play it safe. And if I see price going against who I'm in a trade, just cut it short if it makes sense. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so I did get into EU this afternoon, so let's just see how it plays out. I can see a lot of momentum to the downside. I entered it in this. I'm entering this. I've just gone 10 to 2 in the afternoon. Um, yeah, it just looked like it was going down. It met my rules, so I took the trade. And if I go to the 4 hour time frame, I can kind of roughly see where I think price might want to test first, which is this 4 hour POI right there. And if I go back to the 1 minute, you can see my take profit is above it. So it does make sense for price to do that. Whether I'll stay in the trade, um, whether I'll survive the fall, I don't know. One way to find out, but basically, yeah, hopefully price does something like that. But we'll see. It makes sense. I mean, if this wins, then I'm up 1% or like 1.1% for the day, which is good. If it loses, then obviously I don't know what I'll be down, but some sort of percentage. It might be 1%. If it's a break even, it might be 2%, or it might be 1.5. I don't know, but I'm just have to play it with edge and take the trades, and whatever structures there, I'll take. But yeah, I feel weird today as well. Like, I don't feel right. Like I was gonna go gym this afternoon, but I feel like it's not a smart idea to go to the gym and lift like 100 kg over my face. So yeah, I don't feel right. I'm not ill, but I'm feeling weird. I don't like it, so I'm just gonna drink a load of water and hope I feel better tomorrow. Yeah, that's it so far. So let's just see what happens, and I'll keep you updated, and hopefully price falls 16 pips, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm about to reduce risk because price has broken that structure. So let me just put this on here so you can see. Oh, I'm going to do it as 53. So that's what my stop loss is. So if this loses now, then I'll probably lose 0.5%. So overall, I'll be down 1.4% for the day. If it wins, then I'll be up 1.1% for the day. So I'm okay with that. Um, it does look like price wants to go down now. I mean, if we get a really nice clean like a break and close below, that's what I'd really like. If I just zoom in a bit, you kind of see price hasn't really closed below here yet. So last thing I want it to do is be like a wick and then push up, because that would be annoying. I'd really like a bright, nice close, obvious close below, for a more comfortable continuation to the downside. But again, I've reduced risk where it's made sense. So whatever happens next, I'll just keep you guys updated. But hopefully it works out. But today it's been taxing today. Today's just been rough. It's just been rubbish price action, and when it is in price action, it's going super slow. Like I know that's due to like no news, but yeah, it's been meh, to be honest. It's one of them days where I'm just like, oh, I just can't be asked to do this. But I need to sit and wait and watch and reduce risk where I can because obviously there's capital at stake, and you know, it's not really a hard job to do as a trader. It's just mentally taxing. All right, I'm out. I'm done for today. I don't like how price action came back that violently. As I said, that I was scared that price could be just wicking it and then shooting up, which it looks like it's doing now. So I just took a 0.3% loss on that trade. So let's double check. Yeah, 0.33% loss on that trade. So yeah, not great. Um, so overall today, down 1.2-ish, more like 1.25 for the day, which isn't great, but yeah, it's just crap price action. It is Monday after all. And if this does come down and smash where I think it's going to go to, then fair, but I just don't want to be a part of it. I'm out, I'm done, I'm exhausted for today, and I'm going to relax now. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning. I've entered a trade on gold. It is quarter to 11. It is CPI this afternoon, so I am very, very aware of the news coming out at 12:30. Um, it's one of them things of just be aware. It's on my mind. I'm very aware of it. Hopefully, the move. It's not. I'm not asking for a big move, but hopefully, it starts to move in my direction before the scary news, and then potentially I can move to break even, secure some profits, do something where I can reduce my risk before that. So I've got roughly 2 hours to go. Maybe slightly more, but yeah, it's one of them things. But we'll see what happens. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just move on to the next trade. But yeah, so far it looks like it makes sense, hence why I took the trade. But again, it's not my control. Anything can happen. I just need to see what happens now. Close the trade. I didn't like it. I didn't like this huge wick to the downside and then rejection, and then it's closing and slowly pushing up. So I lost 0.6, I think, on that. Let's double check. Yeah, I lost 0.58%. So I call it 0.6. I got out as soon as I saw that rejection wick and then close above. Then I saw this second like engulfing sort of candle here. I'm like, no, I'm out. I don't like it. So yeah, I'm out the trade. It's too ugly. This might be the last thing I do today because the CPI is pretty crap. If I look at EU's sort of like it's now taking that liquidity to the left. Um, it has got equal lows down to below, so it's got trend line and equal lows that price could go after. It has just taken these equal highs, but again, when it comes to CPI, anything can happen. Anything like price could easily take out these equals up here as well. So won't be surprised if price does something mad like this and then do something crap like that. But yeah, if all I lose today is 0.5% or 0.6%, I'm fine with that because I think today's overall going to be an absolute cesspool of a day, to be honest. So I might just call it there and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we still have strong news. We do have a 30-year bond auction and we do have GDP news for the pound. So yeah, it's going to be a rough week. It's a rough week with news. That's just it. It's not going to be fun. But yeah, it's annoying really because usually the first week of a month and the last week of a month is usually crap with news. But now it's thrown in another week's worth of crap news. It's kind of annoying. But again, we are approaching the first quarter of the year. So that does explain it. But take me back to January, please. That was a lot better. We'll see what happens. There might be another opportunity. There might be. And if it screams out to me, I'll take it because I have to, because it meets my rules. But really, no. I mean, We'll see what happens here. There might be another opportunity in gold. I don't know. It does make sense for gold to continue to the downside. I just didn't like that wick to begin with. But if I get a more convincing close, because I can see price potentially coming down here. We're starting to go up sideways and then sell off. At least something, some sort of retracement down here. That's where I think price could go to. But again, anything can happen. We'll see. And I'll keep you guys updated. All right, I'm in gold again. I know what you're going to say. You should have held. You should have held. It's like, but you don't know that, though, do you? That's the thing. Like, all I can see is price action and what it's telling me. So that's what I got out of the previous trade. But anyway, that's in the past. But moving on, we have now, to me, break a structure to the downside. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, so hopefully we get that push, maybe attack these lows down here. I'm just going to put an alarm on there to remind me if it does. If it does, then reduce risk where possible. If we create some structure to the downside beforehand, something like this, then maybe I can trail my stop loss to there. That'll be the ideal plan, and then to there, obviously. That'll be good. But again, sit my hands, wait and see. It is 10 past 11. News is coming out in an hour and 20. So yeah, hopefully price can just move down first, and then I can be in and out and done for the day and maybe bag 1.4%, which would be nice. And then I can just relax on CPI. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty mental. That news this afternoon. So yeah, well, I've already gone over the news chat. This is what I'm thinking. This is trade them in. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully all goes well. Okay, I'm out on TradingView. Obviously not out in real life because of, as you know, spreads with FTMO. But I have moved stop loss just now to break even and covering commissions on it as well, quite healthily. It's very annoying, these spreads. Obviously, when gold moves quite rapidly, as you can see, the spreads do widen. Again, that's a real life trading thing. That's something you got to deal with as a trader. I know that people don't show it to you because they usually just show you trades on TradingView and how it perfectly goes to the pip. But again, every broker's different. I'm just putting in my coordinates, something like that for stop loss right now, if it doesn't already take me out. 72528. That's where my trailing stop is now, and it's taking me out. Beautiful. I'm done for today. I do not need this. This is already too much for CPI. I've walked away with 1.4%. Could have walked away with 2% if I had the cojones to hold that trade. But again, I have to trade what I see. And what I was seeing was the price has a huge rejection wick, and then we're pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Now I know what you're going to say, especially all you ICT people, like, all right, it was just filling in imbalance and it's going for this order block here. It's bloody obvious. This is where you should put pending. It's like, yeah, all right, okay. You do your thing, I'll do my thing. But yeah, I mean, that's a story for another day, let's be honest, because it frustrates the shit out of me. But yeah, I'm 1.4% done for the day. I'm cool. That's all right. Monday was what? Minus something, 1.3. So yesterday was minus 1.3. Today's plus 1.4. Let's call it break even. Now I know what you're gonna say about this. You're gonna say, well, you should have held. Look at it, it's fucking falling. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Hindsight says that. My plan says go for ones and twos. That's my rant over. And bing bang bong. I'm done. I feel better today. So I'm going to the gym. I'm absolutely sending it on push day. And that's it. I am done. I am not trading now because CPI is coming out in literally an hour and 10. But I'm glad that gold trade played out. Sweet as a nut. See you tomorrow. All right, it is Wednesday afternoon. I'm in gold for a buy. Today's been kind of ranging. It's been ugly as hell. Have a look. Price is basically gone sideways. We've now had this breakout, and I feel like price could potentially move to the upside. It's the same with EU. EU's done exactly the same thing. EU is literally just gone sideways, and now EU's breaking out. So I am seeing some price action, like intentional bullish price action. So we'll see what happens next. I'll obviously keep you updated. But yeah, to be honest, Wednesday has been pretty shocking. I'm not asking for much out of this trade again, just a 1 to 2. We'll see what happens, but so far it looks good. But again, anything can happen, and we do have news at 5 today. So hopefully I'll be out of this trade before 5. And if I'm not, we'll see where price is if I can survive this trade. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. So far, so good. We'll see what happens. I got out, closed the trade. Didn't like how price action was being in my area. Yeah, just got out, so I took a 0.8% loss on that today. So that's basically me done, I think. I can't imagine me seeing any other setups being done today. So yeah, took a 0.8% loss. Kind of annoying. Um, but hey, it is what it is. I made the decision. I clicked the button. So yeah, walking away now. I'll come back tomorrow. Okay, I've entered a trade in on gold. It is just gone 1:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, everything's looking bearish. It looks good. Obviously, it's Thursday now. But yeah, so far so good in this trade. Let's see what happens. But this morning it was just absolutely just ranging, just going sideways. And then we after the news release this morning, I mean sorry, this afternoon at 12:30, and just refresh it. Yeah, we had a lot of news release. So yeah, for me, I'm just seeing bearish on gold, so potentially DXY is bullish, which it is. So EU will be EU surprisingly no, that makes no sense. Ignore what I just said. DXY is bullish, E is bearish, and gold should be bearish, which is what is playing out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So far, so good. Again, just going for a 1 to 2. But we'll see what happens, and hopefully that's my Thursday done. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I have reduced my risk. I just need to put my coordinates in to show you where my stop loss is. 6-4. Um, yeah, reason being is because obviously this high broke this low, so technically it shouldn't break this high again if I'm going to be holding structure. Hopefully it does continue to the downside. It was doing really well, and it was getting a strong push back. So fingers crossed it doesn't wick me out before it actually makes the move. If it does move, it might not even do it. It might just go blasting through now and push the upside. It is a bit consolidating. To be honest, the whole day's been consolidating. I mean, it's just ranging, then violent, then it's just doing all this wiki stuff. So it could be doing anything right now. I'm just playing it safe and just seeing what it does, to be honest. Um, it's yeah, I'm gonna hold out. I've reduced risk, so now all I've got on the table is 0.2% if it goes wrong. So I'll lose 0.2 if it loses, and I'll make 2% if it wins. So hopefully we do get the win. But again, it's out of my hands. So all I can do is reduce risk where it makes logical sense, which it has. So if it breaks structure again, then I'll be reducing my risk again. But we need to break structure for that to happen. But we'll see. I do have an alarm down here if it does that. But yeah, hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then big deal. I'll come back tomorrow and see what happens. All right. Still in this trade. I reduced risk again just because we had this huge drop, broke structure. So I was like, let's just reduce the risk again. So I've secured 0.5%. But today, not gonna lie, whatever the result is, either 2% or 0.5%, it has destroyed me mentally. Like it's taken it out of me today. It's been such a pain in the ass. Like I've got a huge headache on the left hand side of my head. Um, yeah, I just the markets have beaten me today, regardless. Well, they haven't technically. I'm gonna take profit off the table, but mentally, it's destroyed me. Um, but yeah, so hopefully this works out. Again, I'll still keep you updated, but it's been ugly. I did miss out on a trade on EU, so yeah, it happened basically at the same time. So this entry candle would have been at about 3:30, and obviously I entered gold in at roughly 3:30 as well. So it came in at exactly the same time. Um, so I'm gonna buy another monitor and have it over there so I can have gold and EU done at the same time, so I don't miss out on opportunities like that again. Because Obviously all my focus was on one, but yeah, so it's one of them things. So I just yeah, I'm waffling on. I'm battered. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just battered today. But yeah, so I could already got 2% with EU today. I may get 2% with gold today, but if it's not, it's a 0.5. So really, today should have been 2.5% day if I was just paying more attention to EU at the same time as I was in gold. But you know, you can't win them all, can't catch them all, but it is what it is. I keep you updated. I need food and I need painkillers. It's done. It's done. I got my 2%. I've earned it today. I know you guys watching this are going to say, no, you didn't just sat on your ass and stared at the screen all day. Technically, yes, but my brain is ruined. Um, Overall, good day, happy result. I'm over it. But in a couple of hours, I've got to do a group call, which I do with my team every week. So if you guys do want to join, information is down below and just message me if you've got any questions. But yeah, oh, today's done, 2%. Great. I'm out. See you tomorrow for Friday morning. All right, it's Friday morning. I've just entered this trade on gold. Just seeing price basically push up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. I'm done for the day. But if I'm right, then it could be a nice 2% gain. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Excuse me. I'm seeing it's just price pushing up, so I'm just going to continue the trend. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully it works out and hopefully it hits before half 12, half one-ish, because we do have some more high impact news coming out at half 12, and then we have some more news coming out at 2 p.m. So hopefully I'm out of the trade before then, just so I can avoid the sort of violent slippage if it happens, especially during gold. But yeah, we'll see, and I'll keep you updated, but hopefully we get a push to the upside. Okay, I'm out. I'm done. I took a 0.9% loss on this trade. So yeah, that's my week done. I just need to calculate what I've actually done this week. All right, so I got out of this trade. So I took a 0.9% loss. As I would have been a 1% loss. So overall, I have basically broke even this week. Only 0.3% up. I think yesterday I took a trade, not yesterday, day before, I took a trade where I wasn't meant to, never met my rules, and it cost me 0.8%. So obviously I would have been up 1% this week. So again, that's something for me to note um for next week. But yeah, so basically break even, 0.3% up. Last week was better. Obviously it's 4.8%, but it is what it is. But yeah, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far and you can see the difficulties of trading and how it's made out to be easy online, and it really isn't. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comment box down below, and I'll see you next week. If you want any help, want to join a group, then let me know. My team is doing really well, to be fair. Let me just show you this, to be honest. Let's go to the wins. One of my guys has already done a quick EU trade, probably a 1 to 2, and he unluckily got stuffed out at break even, and then price rocketed to his TP, which is a bit savage, a bit harsh, but again, that's how the markets are, especially today. But yeah, so that's my trading done for the week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it, and I'll see you on the next one.